And this is the common hula pose, kind of like you are sitting in an invisible chair. Can everybody hear me okay? Could you give me a thumbs up? Okay, sounds good. Hands on your hips, feet shoulder width apart. You're going to bend your knees and you're going to take 2 steps to the right and 2 to the left, okay? So I'm going to mirror you guys. So this is your right. So we're going to take 2 steps to the right. Ready? Right together, right together. Now let's go to the left. Left together, left together. One more time. Right together, right together, left together, left together. Now, could you move it down just a little bit more, Matt? So that was the kaholo. And now you want to move your hips in the direction that you're going. So you want to go hips to the right and hips to the left. Now, because this is a class and I want to teach you authentic technique for hula, I'm going to turn around and kind of get into the nitty-gritty of different things. So the way you get the hip movement is if you lift your heels off the ground. Now, this is a common hula technique if you want to really learn the footwork. So what your feet are going to do is you're going to peel your heels off the ground. So kaholo to the right, right together, right. Left together, left. Right together, right. Left together, left. Can you see that? So basically what I'm doing is I'm peeling my heels off the ground. So to break it down in slow motion, when I go to the right, I'm peeling this heel off the ground and then I'm joining the feet together. Then I step again, peel the foot off the ground. And when I peel the foot off the ground, the hip will naturally lift because my knees are bent. Okay, and then now we're going to go the opposite way. Kaholo to the left, kaholo to the right. And for timing, it's really important that you bring that last step in, okay? So here we go. Let's do it one more time. Hands on your hips, feet shoulder width apart, bend your knees. Here we go. Kaholo to the right, kaholo to the left, kaholo to the right, kaholo to the left. Awesome, good job. Okay, so that's the kaholo. Now that's just the feet, so we're not adding hands yet. Our next motion that we're gonna do is the ami, okay? So that's a circle with our hips. Matt, I put the Zoom information in other text if you wanna copy it, if you need to send it to anyone, okay? So hands on your hips, feet shoulder width apart, bend your knees, and you're gonna make a circle. Here we go. And now you're gonna circle to your right. So we're mirroring, so it's my left, your right. Here we go. So hips to the right, around, circle, circle, circle. Now let's switch directions. Here we go, to the left. Ami, 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 and ami. You see that? A nice round circle. Now, when you bend your knees, the hip movements get bigger because your hips have nowhere else to go. You want to hit the front, the sides, and the back. So let's slow it down a little bit. Ready? So here we go. So you're going to hit front, side, back, and side. Again, front, side, back, and side. Now let's smooth it out. Here we go, all together. Ami, circle, ami, and ami. And I really want you guys to push yourself to see how far you can go. Because as a hula dancer, when I first started, I thought I couldn't go any lower. And I thought my hips couldn't move any bigger. But my kumu hula or my hula teacher would always tell me, push yourself a little bit more than you think. So, but don't hurt yourself. So we want to go around. So around, push those hips out. Around, around, and around. Now we want to switch directions. Here we go. Ami, and circle, circle, and circle. Woohoo! Okay, you guys look awesome. My eyesight isn't perfect, so I can't see everything, but I can see that the hips are moving. It looks beautiful. But it looks awesome. So now we're gonna add the ami kuku. So we're adding the kuku to the ami. So now that you guys did a beautiful ami, we're gonna make it a little bit harder. What we wanna do, again, our hula pose, hands on our hips, feet shoulder width apart, bend our knees. We're gonna do 2 slow ami, then we're gonna drop a little lower, and we're gonna do 3 fast ami. Now, when I add the track to this, it's gonna feel so much better because you're doing it to the beat. But basically, you want your bottom to be in the back when you hear the beat of the ipu. Now, you don't hear that yet, so we're just gonna pretend. Here we go. Hands on our hips, feet shoulder width apart, bend our knees. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 2 slow ami and then 3 fast ami. You wanna bend it down just a little bit? So here we go. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, and amikuku. So 2 slow, 1, and 2, 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, drop. 1, 2, 3. Woohoo! If you're breathing hard and feeling a little bit of burning in your thighs, that means you're doing it right. Woo! So as we all know, like all forms of dance, the more beautiful, probably the more painful. But as your body and your muscles get used to it, you're gonna feel like more normal to feel that way. And then we're gonna switch to the other side. Ready to amikuku? So there's always one side, one hip side that always is easier to ami and harder. So for me, my left is easier to do. So you'll see me default to the left all the time. But I really need to focus. I've been dancing hula for years, but I always need to improve. Like I'm always learning. So I need to ami more to my right because that's my harder side. So let's do the right again, ami, okay? Here we go. 1, and 2, and 1, 2, 3. Here we go again. Ami, ami, and ami, ku. Again. 1, 2, 3 fast ami. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, drop. 1, 2, 3. Woohoo! You guys are gonna get strong legs if you don't already have. So yes, that was the ami kuku. So far we learned kaholo, we learned ami kuku, and now we're gonna learn kao. So kao, you're just gonna stay in place, and you're gonna sway right to left. So here we go. We're gonna use the same technique where we lift and peel our heels off the ground. So here we go. Your hands are gonna be on your hips. Your feet are gonna be shoulder width apart. You're gonna bend your knees and you're gonna peel your heels off the ground as you go. And Matt, could you just make sure that nobody's trying to get in and they're locked out? You can just check here sometimes, okay? So have your hands on your hips, your feet shoulder width apart, bend your knees and just sway. So first we're gonna sway to the right. You ready? So hips to the right, hips to the left, right, and left. Now I'm gonna turn around so you can see my heels peeling off the ground. So when I move my hips to the right, my left heel is gonna peel off the ground. So hips to the right, look, my left heel is up. Now when my hips go to the left, my right heel is up. So sway, 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 and sway, 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 and sway. Woohoo! You guys look really good. So when you lift the heel up, it gives your hip even more height. So if I'm swaying to my right, my left heel is up. Then when I sway to my left, my right heel is up. So sway, 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 and sway. So you're really transferring the weight onto the balls of your feet. Okay, so here we go. One more time. Kao. Sway, 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 and sway. Sway, 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 and sway. Now, when you go on the balls of your feet, it gives your hip even more. And then if you bend even more, it gives even more. So that's why you see the girls with their big hip movements. It's the lower you bend, the more hips you have. Woo! So that was the kao. And now one of the next ones I'm going to teach you, it's a lot at one time, but what we're going to do is every week, hopefully, I can have the honor of you guys coming back. And every week, what we're going to do is we're just going to continue to build on that. The more we do it, no matter how advanced you get, in any hula school, you always start with basics and you do basics for, I would say, at least half of the class. Just drills, kind of like ballet where they do across the floors and all that. So we never can get too used to our basics. So we have that as the kao, that was the sway. So we did kaholo, ready? So kaholo to the right, kaholo to the left, and kaholo to the right, kaholo to the left. Now we have our ami, which is a circle. Ami, 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 and ami. Now let's switch directions. Ami. Whichever one you did the first time, we're going to do the opposite. Ami and ami. Now, opposite hip, we're going to do ami kuku. Here we go. 1, 2, and drop. 1, 2, 3. Woohoo! One more time. 1, and 2, and 1, 2, 3. Now, let's switch directions. Whichever direction you went the first time, go different. 2, and 1, 2, 3. And ami, ami, and ami ku ku. Woohoo! You guys did awesome. And we did the kao. So that was the 4 steps that we learned. Now, you guys, I know you probably noticed this, but I didn't say it. I try to keep my top part of my body as still as possible. So in hula, what is the discipline of hula is keeping the top part of your body as straight and graceful as you can. So not too much movement of the shoulders. So your kind of top part of your body is a little stiff. So what you're going to be doing is the hips are going, but the top part of your body is staying. So actually, in some hula halaus, people will put like a rod or like a bar on their shoulders to make sure that the rod or bar stays straight as you do the ami. So that's the discipline of it, is keeping the shoulders as still as possible. We don't want to rock our shoulders. We want to make sure that the hips are what people are seeing, but also looking at our hands. So our hands are also supposed to be very graceful. And in movies and in different things, you see people kind of like fluttering the hands. Now, that's one style of hula. The style that I learned was a little more straight. The reason why is I got taught with the men. So the men that danced hula with us, they were award-winning Kane male dancers, and they had very strong arms. So strong, 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 strong. But it's not like a pop lock where you just like hit it in place. It's more of a placement. So you place your arms, place. There's a strength in it as well, but it's not rocky. So that's basically the technique of hula. You should see the hips flowing effortlessly and the shoulders staying still. So here we go. So that was the 4 motions. I think I'm going to teach you one more for now, because this is a lot, and I'm hoping that you guys continue to join me so that we can just build on it and let these motions that we learned today really sink in. So our next one we're going to do is the uehe. Now, an uehe means you're going to step with your foot and then you're going to kick, but we're not actually kicking like how you would kick a ball. We're going to kick out our knees. So we're going to pop our heels off the ground. All right, so the best way to show you is if I turn around and show you from the back, okay? So hands on your hips, feet shoulder width apart, bend your knees, and you want to step with your right foot. Step right, and then you want to pop your heels off the ground. Now, your posture is to have your feet about shoulder width apart, bend your knees, and hands on your hips. When you step, you're just going to take a small step. If you need to take a big step now just to get used to it, feel free to do that. So you just step, and then you're going to pop your heels off the ground. So you're going to pop up and out. And it's really supposed to pop your skirt. That's the goal of hula, is to have that beautiful pop of the skirt. Or even for the men, when they do tea leaf skirt, or even when they do pants, you want to see that pop. Now, for this in hula, it comes over time. So don't hurt yourself because it's easy to go all out with the popping. So we just want to go step and kick out. Step, kick out. And all you're doing is popping your heels off the ground. Step, pop 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 your heels off the ground. Woohoo! Okay, that might feel awkward at first. That one takes a little while to get used to. However, as you know, in every hula motion, you always want to be moving your hips. The hips never stop. So, of course, our hips are going to be alternating. So, back to the uehe. You want to step with your right foot, and then after you step, you want to kick, and then the hip goes to this side. So, it's kind of like whichever foot is stepping, that opposite hip is going to be out. So when I step with my right foot, my left hip is out. So I'm going to step right with my left foot out, pop my heels off the ground, then I'm going to switch over. So now my right hip is out and my left foot is going to stop. So kick, step, and kick, step, kick, step, and kick. So when I step right, my left hip is out. Then I kick. Then I switch. Now I'm going to step left and my right hip is out. Step and kick. Step, kick, step, and kick. Now, if your thighs are burning the whole time because you're staying the same level, that is beautiful. That's what it's supposed to look like. Now, I promise that burning is going to go away after time. So what it's going to be is you just want to step and kick. Step, kick, step, kick, step, kick, step, and kick. So just make sure that you're alternating steps, right? So if you step right, you kick, and then make sure you step left, left. So if I'm stepping right, all my weight is on my left foot. Does that make sense? So if I'm going to step onto my right, I should be able to lift that right foot and move it around, and all my weight is on the opposite side, if that makes sense. So if I'm going to step right, all my weight is on my left until I step right, then I kick, then switch. So now all my weight is on my right foot, and my left leg should be able to be kind of floating in the air until I step, then kick, step, and kick, step, and pop your heels off the ground, step, pop your heels off the ground, step, pop your heels off the ground, step, and last time, ue. Beautiful. Okay, this might be a good time to drink water. So that was all the hula basic motions that I wanted to teach you for today's class. There are many others actually, but these are the basics. Like these are the ones you're going to use in almost every hula song, especially the kaholo, when you travel right to the left. And if you have any questions about the footwork, go ahead and put it in the chat, and then I'll go ahead and read it after. And also, I am recording every session. So what I'm going to try to do is, my goal is to send you each session so that you can play it and practice on your own. That way, in case you missed anything or wanted me to repeat anything, you'll have that recording. So yeah, how's everybody doing? Okay? Just checking it. Awesome. Thank you, guys. I know this is not easy, but after, I'm hoping with these classes, you don't only feel the aloha spirit and learn the culture, but when you come back to Hawaii, you can just stand up and dance for everybody and feel so confident and feel so empowered. So that's the goal.
As long as I can dance with you.
Now, after the pandemic, there's a lot more opportunities to dance hula. So, all right. So now that we did the basics and we took a little break, what we're going to do next is we're going to put it to percussive music. So here are my hula implements on the side there. This one is the ipu. So when I play this track, this is what you're going to hear. This is the hollowed out gourd, and they cut off the top and they sand it down to be nice and smooth. And some of them are very shiny and they range in size. So here's the seed, I mean, not the seed, the stem where it was. And then what you're going to hear is you're going to hear the beat. So you're going to hear boom, tap, tap, boom, tap, tap. So that is the kumu hula, or the hula teacher, sitting on the ground playing the music. But it's a recording for this one so that I can dance along with you guys. So we're going to move to that beat. Let's try it with the kaholo before we play the music. Okay, ready? Everybody, hands on your hips, feet shoulder width apart. You're going to bend your knees. And let's just take our kaholos. 2 steps to the right and 2 to the left. I see you, miss. So hit
the ipu harder.
Hit, tap, tap. Hit, tap, tap. Hit, tap, tap. Hit, tap, tap. So on that tap, tap, you want to bring in that last foot, if that makes sense. Could you guys hear it when I played it louder? So, hit, no, okay. So, you know what? We're just going to rely on the track. But that's what happens. This is what it looks like, just so you have a visual. I'm going to give that to Matt. Okay, so I'm going to play the track. That way you can hear it. I'm going to practice the volume first, and just give me a thumbs up if it's a good volume, okay?
Ho'oma kau kau.
Does this sound good to everybody?
Kaholo.
Good? Okay. Too loud, too soft? Good? Okay. So I'm going to say that one more time. Ready? Here we go. So put your hands on your hips, feet shoulder width apart. You're going to bend your knees. And she's going to say, ho'omau kau kau, which means, are you ready? And we're going to respond, I, which means yes. Okay, ready? I know I can't hear you guys, but let's try it, okay? Ho'omau kau kau, I. Good job. Okay, we're learning some Hawaiian words too. All right, here we go.
Ho'oma kau kau. Kaholo.
Kaholo. Kaholo. And step together, step together, step together, step together, step together, step together. Step to the right, together, right. Left together,
Hela.
right together, right. Left together, left. We're just going to stay on the kaholo because we didn't learn hela yet. Now let's add the hands. Ready? When we go to the right, our right arm is going to be out. Left to the left.
Ami.
Ami.
Okay, now to the ami. Here we go. Circle. Circle.
Ami hema.
Switch direction. Circle. Ami. 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 Ami.
Ka'o.
Sway. Sway. I know it's a little fast. You guys got this. He's playing at a normal speed. Sway. Sway. And peel your heels off the ground.
Kala kaua.
Peel. And sway. 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 Good job. Kao. Sway. And sway. Woo-hoo. Sway. And kao. 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 Beautiful. Good job, guys. Keep going. And sway. Sway.
Uehe.
Wait,
Slow.
now we're gonna step and kick out our knee. Step, kick out our knee. Step,
Uehe fast.
step, kick out our knee. Step, kick,
Kaholo.
kick,
Kaholo.
kaholo. Hands, arm out in the direction that you're going.
Ami kuku.
Now, ami kuku. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 3. 1, 2,
Ami kuku hema.
switch, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1. Ami,
Kaholo.
Kuku. Back to Kaholo. That one probably made you run out of breath a little bit. At least it did for me.
Kavelu.
Kaholo. Stay on the Kaholo. Kaholo. And Kaholo. Keep going. Try and
Holo
look out
holo.
and up in the direction of your hand. Kaholo to the left. Kaholo to the right. Good job. Now the guys, just point your elbow in the direction you're going.
Kaholo.
Good job. So for the timing for the guys, you're just pointing your elbow in the direction you're going.
Lele uwehe.
Left elbow out. Beautiful. Touch your shoulders and take a bow. Woohoo! Awesome job, everyone. The Ami Kuku, our Kumuhula,
Kaholo.
our Kumuhula, she really wants us to get better, as you can tell. She just keeps going with those Ami Kukus. So we just follow her. And I did learn how to do that ipu. So maybe one day when you guys feel up to it, and if I'm ever not dancing with you, I can be sitting and actually playing it. So that would be a dream come true for me. And how did everybody feel? Okay with the music? Did it help a little bit with hearing the beats to know when to move and things like that? It kind of did. Okay, perfect. Thank you. I love how Kaui says, hit the ibu harder. That took all of my hula training to hit that. I love it. Aloha. Hello. But yes, I'm so sorry. I'm not seeing everybody's faces, but I know you all are there, and I'm so appreciative for
Thank
each
you
and
for
every one of
doing
you.
this.
Aloha.
Bye.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Cold. It's cold up here in New York.
Oh, yes. We're coming from all over the US today.
Oh, nice.
Yes, we just
Y'all
did
look great. I'm actually watching this while I'm working. So
oh, thank you so much for
yeah,
joining us.
thanks for asking.
As you can see, even my dog is tired from watching us. She's
Oh,
decided to take a little break in
there
the
you go.
corner there.
Well, my dog's watching all you guys.
Oh,
He heard the
wonderful.
drumming. He heard
Oh,
the drumming.
yes.
Well,
Well, what
thanks.
we're
Thanks for letting us know. Shari's really sick today, but she'll
oh,
join you again.
oh yes, tell her to join. We're gonna
All
do
right.
this every Wednesday, guys. So
Okay, I'll let her know.
thank you.
Thanks.
Mahalo.
Good to see you, everybody.
Thank you.
Take care.
Take care. Aloha.
Aloha.
So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna learn a hula song. Okay, so I see that we have about 20 minutes left in our Zoom, so I wanna be respectful of your guys' time. So we're just gonna learn one song today so it can really sink in and really learn it. So we're gonna learn some Hawaiian vocabulary because you guys did so good on your basics. We're gonna jump right into a Hawaiian song. So that means it's going to be all in Hawaiian. Normally, when I start out with visitors, I teach them the hukilau because it's in English. But this time, we're going to get right into the Hawaiian. You guys did awesome. So here we go. So I'm going to break down the hand motions before I do the feet, okay? So we're going to learn first our eyes in Hawaiian. So I will send you guys each a list of these terms that you're learning today. But if you want to look in your chat, I'm going to be putting it in there for now. So first, I typed it out. It's maka, which is our eyes. So in hula, the hands really tell the story. So it's kind of like sign language. Even when people watch you dance, if they don't know the Hawaiian, they can kind of guess. So we're going to touch our eyes like this, and our arms and elbows are going to be pointing out in the diagonals. So komaka, our eyes. Next is lima. Lima is hands. So that's next. Eyes, maka, lima. So for you guys, it's mirrored. So it might be it's going to be right over left or whichever you can do. Mine is right over left. Then you're going to switch, then switch again. So you're doing 3 poses. 1, 2, and 3. Beautiful. Kind of like you're holding an imaginary something in the middle. So right, switch, switch. And it's going to be chest level, okay? That's hands, lima. And kino. Kino is our whole body, our body. So we're going to reach all the way up. If you could bring the screen down, Matt. You're going to reach all the way up to the sky, and you're going to bring your hands all the way down, kind of like by hip level, right underneath the hips. So let's start again. Ko maka, ko lima, 3. And bring it down all the way down your body. This is kind of a slow. So you're going to bring it down all the way down. Awesome. Woohoo. Okay, that was kino. Let me type that out. Body. Kino body. Oh, go. So you're going to do kino, the whole body. So ready? Let's go. Eyes, hands, the whole body, kino. And the whole body, kino. So that's the 3 ones we're learning now. Hey aloha. Everybody knows what aloha means, right? There's a deeper meaning to it, but it generally means hello, goodbye, and love. So because it's love, we're going to roll right by our heart. So our palms are down at first, and both hands are at your heart. Now, my right hand is over here, but I think with directions, since we're on Zoom, it might be better to just learn it opposite. So just mirror me. Whatever motion I do, just mirror it. People like Jazzy who already have learned this song, Jazzy, you can go ahead and just do what you learned already. Okay, so you're gonna roll at your heart. He aloha, roll. Now the palms come up after your roll. You're gonna bring your arm out. I think for you guys, it's the left arm out, and then you're gonna bring it in to your heart. Okay, you guys ready? So here we go again. Palms are down. You're gonna roll. After the roll, the palms come up. You bring your arm across to the front diagonal, and then you're gonna bring it back to your heart. Awesome. That's he aloha mai. Mai or hele mai is to come here. So what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna do our love, go out, and he aloha mai. Bring the love back to your heart like this. Good job. Okay, so there are 4 verses in this song, but the good thing about this is that we repeat that same motion through every verse. So, ko maka, ko lima, 3 times we switch. Me ke kino, the whole body, the whole body. Now roll, he aloha, give your arm out, and then bring it back in. He aloha mai. Good job. Okay, everyone. So now we're going to learn the first step, and I'm going to start incorporating the feet. You ready? So one fist is going to be at your hip. Just mirror whichever hand you see, whichever direction you see. So I believe for you guys, it's going to be umming to your right, and your other hand is going to be up here at your chest. So you can mirror me like this. And then Matt, could you put the screen down a little bit? I want you to be able to see my. Okay, so we're gonna ummi. Now, I'm umming to the right. So you wanna ummi right, 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 and right. But now you're gonna step into your ummi. You ready? So what we're gonna do is you're gonna step, and you're gonna step onto your left foot and ummi right. So this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna step and ummi around. Step, ummi around. Step, ummi around, step, ummi around. Okay, that might be the most challenging part of this whole dance, but I promise once you get it, it's gonna look so beautiful, so awesome. So you wanna have your hand on your hip, one hand here. Okay, so mirror me, just go in the direction I'm going. And what you wanna do is when you step onto your foot, you want that ummi to come around. So I'm stepping onto my left foot, and I'm gonna ummi right, okay? So step onto your left, ummi right. 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 So once I put weight onto the foot that I step on, I push my hips around. So like this, step, ummi, step, ummi, step, ummi, step, ami. Now, the ami is 4. There's 4 of them. 4 steps and 4 amis together. Ready? Let's try it all together. One hand on your hip, one hand up here at your chest, and here we go. Ready? Oh, 2 butterflies together. 1, around, 2, around, 3, around, 4. Now we're gonna switch. So opposite side. Now your right hand up here at your chest and your left hand at your hip. And we're gonna ami around. We're gonna step onto our right foot and ami left. So you ready? Here we go. Step onto your right, ami left. 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 So that's the most challenging thing, but don't worry, we're gonna keep working at it and you guys are all gonna look great. It's just a little bit of hand-eye coordination that we're introducing for the first time. So here we go. Let's try from the beginning. Now this is called huli. Can anybody guess what huli means in Hawaiian? Anybody? You can unmute yourself if you want. Sorry, I know I muted everyone.
Sure.
You turn, yes, woohoo. Okay, so to turn around or turn over, that is huli. So if you've seen the huli chicken, that's the rotisserie chicken. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna huli in a circle. Ready? So one hand up here, your left hand, your right hand is gonna be at your hip. Again, we're gonna step onto our left foot and ami right. Here, ready? We're gonna do it 4 times. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, now switch to the other side. Here we go. Now step onto your right and ami left. Step around, ami. Step around, ami. Step around, ami. Step around, ami. So 4 total. And we're gonna do it in right after the other, okay? So I'm gonna sing. I apologize, I'm not a singer, but I'm gonna just do it so we can get used to the melody of it. So here we go. Right hand up here at our hip, left hand at our chest, and here we go. E Huli around, E Huli Makou. Now we're gonna switch. E Huli and E Huli Makou. Woohoo! So just make sure you're doing 4 ami. Honestly, the footwork will come in time. What you want to master is just at least going and turning in the right direction, and then also making sure that you're going in the right direction and doing your ami, which is your circle with your hips. Woohoo! Okay, so you guys, I trust you guys so much. We just went right into E Huli, and then it's gonna go into eyes. Ready? Komaka, kolima, mekekino. Sway, and the hands come all the way down. He aloha, roll. He aloha, palms up. The left hand goes out, and then it comes back in. Okay, we're gonna do it to my singing. Matt's gonna sing along too, because I'm putting him on the spot, okay? So if you hear a voice coming from nowhere, that's that. Don't worry, we won't perform this to my singing. This is just for now. Okay, ready? Here we go. Hand on your hip, and the other hand up, just mirror my motions. Here we go. E Huli, E Huli Makou. E Huli, other side. Woohoo! E Huli Makou. Now let's kaholo. Ready? Eyes. Komaka, kolima. Switch and switch. Now let's sway. Kao, sway. Sway. Sway and sway. Keep singing it. Roll. Good job. Woohoo. I promise I'm nice to Matt. Thank you for singing for us, Matt. Okay, here we go. From the top. Ready? Matt's going to sing a little bit louder because I'm going to try and talk the whole time. Okay, hands on your hip and then hand up here at your chest. You ready, Matt? Here we go. E Huli. E Huli. Ami.
E Huli Makou.
And ami, switch.
E Huli.
Ami.
E Huli Makou.
Komaka. Komaka, kolima. This is just the kaholo.
Mekekino.
And sway. Sway. Hands coming down the body. Roll. And roll at your give out and bring it in. Woo-hoo. Okay, you guys did awesome. That was the first verse. Now the second verse, we're gonna do maka, lima, the whole body, but we're gonna do imua. And imua means to go forward. So that's one of them that I'm gonna type in here, go forward. It's kind of like an encouragement, like imua, press forward, go forward. But in this case, we're gonna really mean like move forward. So if you have some space where you're dancing, whether it's in your living room, you're gonna start a little more back than normal. And we're gonna do the waves of the ocean. So to your front left diagonal, we're gonna do 2 waves to each side. Ready? Imua, so 2 waves. Now you're gonna switch. 2 waves, 1 and 2. Again, 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Now, because this is a hula class where I want to see you guys grow and your technique of hula, I'm going to get down, like I said, to the little nitty-gritty details. And in the waves, you want them to be soft, graceful waves. You don't want it to be too harsh, right? So you don't want to drop you don't want to like go like this. You want to go like this. Not that anyone is, but I just want to make sure you know how to do it. You're going to drop slowly, very controlled. The hands in hula have a lot of control. So there should be tension moving all the way from your body out your arm, all the way to the tips of your fingers. My kumu used to always tell me when I was learning to dance that it feels like a string is being pulled all out of you. So when you're like this, you should feel like a string is being pulled from the top of your head. You should also feel like a string is being pulled from the very tip of your fingertips out. So out, out, up. That gives you that nice kind of regal look when you dance hula. So, and my kumu would also say that every pose should look like a picture. So we're really thinking about that extension. We should feel that tension through our whole body. So even though we're moving slow, we have that tension. So we're gonna do 4 sides, okay? So we do 1, so 2 to each side. Then 2, then switch again. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Woohoo! Okay, so I'm gonna sing it with Matt, and I'm just gonna do the hands and the feet. Okay, so we're gonna do a kaholo. So you're gonna kaholo to the front because we're literally imua. We're literally moving forward. So we want to kaholo forward to our front left. So we want to go imua. Hula Makou. So you're doing your step together, but you're moving forward. So this is what it looks like. Just the feet. Hula Makou. Hula. Step together. Step together. Step together. Okay, let's try that together. Ready? Matt, here we go. Hula Makou. Now you won't see my feet. Imua Makou. Now we're gonna dance back because we went so forward. Here we go. Komaka kolima mekekino. Now sway right. I'm sorry. Sway left, right, left, and right, and roll at your heart. So let's just go over that He Aloha. You're gonna roll and step at the same time. Step together, step together. Now, when you bring your hand back in, that's when you start your left kaholo. Left together, left together. It'll all come together the more that we do it. Practice makes perfect. Okay, so here we go. Ready? So from imua, here we go. Imua. Hula Makou. And switch. Imua. Go forward. Imua. Now dance back. Eyes. Hands. Sway. Sway. And sway. Roll at your heart. Out. In. Okay, good job. Woohoo. It looks good. Okay, so that was go forward. So now can you guys guess what we're gonna do next? We're gonna ihope. We're gonna go back. Okay, so E hope. E hope means to go back. Let me just type it. It literally is spelled like I hope. E hope, but E has the eh sound in Hawaiian. And go back. Okay, so I just typed it in the chat. E hope means to go back. So this one is a little challenging, but like I said, just have fun with it. Mirror my motions until it becomes more natural. And what you want to do is you're going to face to your left side. So whichever side you see me doing, just mirror that side. You're going to face to your left. And your right hand is going to be facing out towards your audience. Okay, so right hand out with your palm up. And the other hand is going to be at your chest with your palm up. And you're going to kaholo back. So if you can see my feet, back, together, in. Now we're going to switch direction. So now we look at the opposite side. So you're always turning towards your audience. This is what's called a 180. Because you're going from 180, you're not going 360. You're going to go 180. So you're facing front. You're going to go to your left side and kaholo back. Kaholo, bring it in. Then we're going to switch. Kaholo, bring it in. Switch. So you're always turning towards the audience. Kaholo, bring it in. Kaholo, bring it in. Okay. I know that might be one of the most challenging parts, but you guys are going to get this. Here we go. We're going to face to our left side. Okay, here we go. E hope Makou. E hope Makou. As long as you're turning to the right direction and your hands are palms up and coming into your chest, you got it. We're just gonna keep doing it. Ready? Here we go. Okay, here we go. Ready? E hope, kaholo back. E hope Makou. And step together. Step, switch.
E hope Makou.
Back to the eyes. Komaka, kolima, mekekino, and sway, 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 and sway. Roll at your heart. Aloha. Beautiful. Woohoo. Okay. You guys finished that third verse. We can go back to that one. So just let that sink in. As long as you're always turning towards your audience, you're never turning all the way around. Okay. And then your last verse is going to be haina. Haina is always the last verse of every song. And basically it just means this is my story. Haina mai kapuana. This is my story. So in a hula song, we always tell a story, and the very last verse we repeat to everybody, this is what the story was about. So here we go. You're going to have one hand at your hip in a fist. The other hand is going to come to your mouth. So you're telling your story. Now, this hand that's at your hip is going to be your right hand, and then your left hand is going to be at your mouth, and we're going to kaholo. Okay, ready? Haina, kaholo. Now leave that hand there. Then your right hand is going to come to your mouth, and you're going to kaholo to your right. Haina ho imai. Okay, so from the top. Haina. And other hand. Haina ho imai. Ready to turn around just like the first verse? Your right hand's going to come to your hip. Your left hand's going to come to your chest, and we're going to umi that way again. Ready? E Huli. E Huli Makou. Komaka. So you're going to do your eyes again. Komaka. My grandma is in the back, my mama. She's copying the verses too. And the whole body, you're going to sway and sway and sway. Roll at your heart. Hey, aloha. And bring it in. My. Good job. Woo. So the last verse is a lot like the first verse. Yay. Okay. So enough of my singing. I won't subject you guys to that any longer. I'm going to play a beautiful version of the song that is sung by Native Hawaiian singer Amy Hanaiali'i. If you ever get to listen to her music, take a breath while I explain. I'm going to breathe too. But I'm putting her name in the chat. Hanaiali'i. Li'i. It has an Okina, which is a Hawaiian apostrophe, but I'm putting her name in the chat. If you ever get to look on Spotify, iTunes, she's a professional native Hawaiian singer, and she has beautiful songs. If you just want to put her songs on in the background and listen, that is something you can do. I think this is, we're right next to, is it a military base? Yeah, so we're on the west side of Oahu Island in a place called Eva Beach. And we live close to, what is it? The military base, I think. Is it?
Pearl Harbor's that way.
Oh.
Kalaeloa is this way.
Kalaeloa and Pearl Harbor, two bases are right next to us. So if you hear a plane going overhead, that's what it is. But yeah, so you know, basically listen to her music. She has beautiful music. And you know, she is such a beautiful singer, and all her songs we're probably gonna learn because I love her. So we're gonna do that one more time from the top. So everyone drink water while I get that all queued up. I'll give you guys a minute to kind of get settled. But the way she sings it, of course, is a little bit faster than how I was singing it. And she's gonna sing it 2 times each verse. Hi, Paula. Aloha. Oh, good to see you. Paula is one of my amazing hula dancers that joined me at Wyndham. She is lives in New York, and when she first danced for me, I was like, oh my gosh, she's so good. She's such a beautiful dancer. She probably wondering I'm putting her on the spot, but she's so good. So I just love that everyone is just joining from all over the world. Hula is really bigger than me and then everything. And I can't imagine what else could join me to you guys. So it's really such an honor and blessing. I'm just gonna take a sip of water. Okay. All right. So here we go. I'm going to play the song. You're going to go ahead and go into your hula pose, which is hands on your hips, feet shoulder width apart. You're going to bend your knees. And again, just to repeat, I'm recording this session. So whatever you missed or wanted to repeat, I'm going to send it to each and every one of you so that you know that you can go back and watch it again. So I'm going to play the song once. And if you guys could give me a thumbs up when you hear it. Okay, here we go. Everyone hears it? Okay. Hopefully that's loud enough. All right. Ready, Mama? Here we go. Okay, my grandma might join us. All right. Here we go, everyone. It's a little bit faster. You got this.
E Huli Makou, E Huli Makou, Komaka Kolima, Mekokinu. E Huli Makou, E Huli Makou, Komaka Kolima, Mekokinu. hope Makou, E hope Makou, ko Makou lima, me kokinu. Ho'i mai, e huli ho'i mai, ko Makou lima, me kokinu. E aloha mai. Haina ho'i mai, e huli ho'i mai, ko Makou lima, me kokinu. E aloha mai.
Turn your shoulders and take a bow. Woohoo! Good job, everyone.
Thank you, Kanoy.
Awesome.
Hi, Kanoy's
job.
grandma.
This is my too, Grandma.
Hello, Kanoy. I gotta go. They're waiting dinner for
Oh,
dinner.
thank you.
Okay.
Mahalo
Thank you.
pala. See you again.